Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Tiger Logistics India Limited Q2 and H1 FY25 earnings conference call hosted by RIK Capital. We have with us today from the management Mr. Harpreet Singh Malhotra, Chief Managing Director of Tiger Logistics India Limited. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star and then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. Before we proceed with this call, I would like to take the opportunity to remind everyone about the disclaimer related to this conference call. Today's discussion may be forward-looking in nature based on management's current beliefs and expectations. It must be viewed in conjunction with the risks that our business faces that could cause our future results, performance, or achievements to differ significantly from what may be expressed or implied by such forward-looking statements. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Harpreet Singh Malhotra for opening remarks. Thank you and over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for your introduction. Good evening, everybody, and it's a real pleasure to again talk to all of you. And I welcome all of you and appreciate your presence in today's earnings call for Q2 H1 FY25. I hope everybody is good and everybody is in good health. To begin with, I would just like to share how the last quarter was for us. So we are continuing our business growth. How we have been, how we've been shaping up in last few quarters. So last quarter was also good overall, very good for the organization. Apart from focusing on our core business, we've been able to shape up other verticals, growth engines very well, which have been doing good for us. So as we have mentioned in the past also that, for us, future growth engines are very important. So those growth engines are now in shape and they are driving well for us, which includes imports, setting up the imports logistics, which is doing well for us. Project logistics, government logistics, all these sectors are doing good for us overall. And apart from that, our regular business in the automobile logistics is growing well, and overall, since India's exports, logistics exports is doing well, auto export is doing well. In the same way, we are also, our overall business is also doing good for us. There has been a good traction on the import side also. We've been able to get some good contracts and getting some good our old contracts renewed, especially with the government, especially in the government sector contracts. This includes contracts with BHEL, BEML, HAL, and other government organizations, BNPL, similar government organization with whom we've been working for a very long time. So last quarter, of course, was a smooth and a growing sector going quarter for us. We were able to focus on our core strength. The business grew overall. The top line was also doing well. We grew, by a good percentage. So that was a good encouraging point for us. Major reason for growth in the top line was, of course, firstly that overall the business in terms of for the company, we've added some new sectors, new businesses, new trade lanes, which has contributed, and along with that, new sectors like imports especially in the renewable energy sector is doing well for us. Our vertical of Tigreen, which we had launched a few quarters back, where we are looking at managing the logistics in the renewable sector. that is also doing well for us. So overall, that has contributed good for us, and that is the reason of growth in the top line and also increasing the revenues as well. Even in the air freight sector, as you all know that we are a IATA company now, so air freight is a growing business for us. That is also doing, that has also contributed in the overall good results for the last quarter. I would say that we see this growth to continue in the coming quarters as well. And now with the new government shaping up in the US, overall business scenario will get better. Especially if you look at the outbound from India, I think we are looking at at least for the next 2 years, the exports from India to the US will increase drastically, and we are really looking forward to that business growth which will be coming over. That is one area, and overall also we are looking at the wars, especially the Ukraine war, which has been going on for last 2 years. I think there could be some respite on that, and the exports to Europe and all will pick up better, and even the energy, the overall fuel prices will also ease out. So I think these are all good indicators for the international trade. They are all good indicators for the growth in the logistics sector, and we are really hopeful that that will also contribute and keep the tempo going, the growth tempo going for the company's organization, company's overall growth. I would also put it on record that we are also in coming quarters looking at some inorganic growth to that is what we've been looking at, some acquisition options also, and I think that will we are hopeful to materialize that in coming quarters. So we are looking at the coming quarters. They're looking good. The pipeline, the order book is good. The pipeline is good, and we feel that the growth in last few quarters will continue. And we are not looking at any major big investment in this. We want to continue the same on the same growth path which we have, and that is working well for us. And we want to focus on reducing the cost and getting more efficiency in the system. We're investing especially in the IT sector. We're investing a lot so that we can get some better efficiency, in the IT sector. So things are looking good for us, and I hope that we're not looking at any headwinds in coming quarters. I think we are not even forcing any major challenges which we are we don't see any of those challenges in the coming quarters. So overall we are very hopeful and positive and bullish about the business in coming months, and we hope to continue to tread on this growth path which we already have. Yeah. So with this, I would say that that is what I would like to put across. That I would like to conclude and saying that we will continue to keep on working on the same lines and keep on growing the business for the company. Yeah. Thank you. And if anybody has any questions, I would be more than willing to take them.
Thank you, sir. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and one on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to withdraw yourself from the question queue, you may press star and two. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and one on your touchtone telephone. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and one on your touchtone telephone. We have the first question from the line of Tanush Mehta from JM Financial. Please go ahead.
Hello. Uh, Good afternoon. First of all, very congratulations on the good set of numbers. And
Thank you.
so my
Thank you, Tanuj.
my question first question is that there has been a notable 4.5 times increase in ad volume year on year. So what strategies are driving this type of growth?
Sorry, come again. Sorry.
The increase in air transport volume is 4.5 times year on year.
Yeah.
So what are the strategies driving this growth?
So, Tanuj, the strategy is this, that we were not IATA agents earlier. We were dependent, we were outsourcing this activity, to other IATA agents. But as you know that last year, a year back, we became IATA agents ourselves. And because of that, we were able to focus on this business more ourselves, We have a better buying power, we have a better purchasing power, and that is what is driving the business for us. So that is the reason of growth in this sector.
Okay, sir, understood. And like my next question is regarding I have seen the balance sheet, and in balance sheet, the short-term borrowings have been increased substantially in H1FY25. So what is the purpose of these borrowings? Do you see any
Borrowing is
additional
only
debt
working
in the channel?
capital.
Okay.
It is only for working capital. There is no capex. There is nothing of any other usage, but it is purely being used for working capital. So since the business is growing, overall the credit periods are growing. Though we are trying to reduce the credit periods and all that, the receivables we are trying to minimize, to minimum days. But still, since the business is growing quite a lot, so it is purely being used in the working capital only.
Okay. Or do you see any additional debt in the near term?
No, any debt which will be there, if we have, will be in the form of overdraft towards working capital only. We are not looking at any asset, any capex or any such thing in coming quarters.
And as you have in the speech you have said that you are looking for acquisition. So if you can shed some light on that.
We are looking at some acquisition in the LCL space, which we have mentioned earlier also, because we feel that LCL is one product, which we don't have with us, and we are willing to, acquire a mid-sized company, which will augment our growth overall, and which will give a foolproof, business. At least all our products will be in place. So that is what we are looking at. So whether it can be an Indian company or a foreign company. So because as Tiger Logistics is the business is concerned, we are in the FCL business, more of full container load. We are not in the LCL business. So we are looking at acquisitions in this sector, mainly in the LCL space.
Okay, sir, understood. And sir, my last question is on FredJar. So can you elaborate the progress and adoption of FredJar 2.0 and how it has impacted the customer acquisition and cost efficiency?
So FredJar as such is doing well. FredJar overall is doing good for us. But I would like to say that surely the acceptance, is low. People are very willing to know as to what is the new product, what is the, what is the new age business, what are the new options which are available to them. But the adoption is still low. But the only benefit which it is giving us is that it is opening doors for us to the new businesses, So people, though they want to know what is this, they want to know, they want to, adopt to this digital logistics space. but maybe there is some kind of a hitch in from their side. So, but which is helping us that they are they at least open doors for us, and we start the business with them, and slowly they get onto the digital space. But till the time they get onto the digital space, they start the work with our old business, the brick and mortar model, which is already in place for us. So it is both ways. It is good for us that it is opening doors for us. It is giving us, it is showing the customer as to what is the new things which we are doing, how we have an edge over other logistics players. At the same time, it is also giving us time as to what are the new requirements of these customers which we can incorporate in our digital portal.
Yes, sir. That's it, sir. All the best for the future.
Thank you, Mr. Mehta.
Thank you. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and one on your touchtone telephone. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and one on your touchtone telephone. We have the next question on the line of Kamal Jeswani from U First Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. First of all, congratulations on a good set of numbers. I had just wanted to know that how is the momentum in the ocean freight business going on? I see a small dip quarter on quarter, but there's a decent 35% jump in the YOY volumes. So this QOQ dip is seasonal or one time, or how is the momentum?
Yeah, this is of course, because during this time, in the monsoon time, there is no movement of commodities. Rice and cotton and wheat and all does not move with in this quarter. So the volume there is a slight dip in the volumes because of that. But overall, we picked up some good businesses which are long-term businesses, long-haul businesses, which has contributed to the overall growth in the business. So the slight dip in the TU volume is purely because in this quarter, we don't have much movement because of the monsoons of these commodities business.
Okay. So overall, the momentum seems all right.
Yeah, overall, we feel that in coming quarters, business is good, looking good. We are not seeing any kind of any challenges. We are only seeing that we may be having some resolutions to those challenges. Especially the war scenarios here and there. I think we are hopeful that will get eased out, and that will only contribute to the overall international business.
And how are the margins in the ocean freight business currently?
Margins are increasing. Margins are getting better. I would say that rates are fluctuating still, because now Indian market on the ocean freight is completely dependent on the Chinese market. So, however, if the rates in China goes up, Indian rates also go up. If the rates get softened, the volumes, they are soft in China, rates in India also get soft here. So now what we were seeing in last first quarter of this financial year, the freights in China were very good. So the rates really got very high in India also. But but in the second quarter, it was a soft market, so rate starts getting lower. So now also we are seeing that in the month of October, the rates were getting lower only. But last week only the market they've started getting better. Rates have started picking up. Rate levels have started picking up in China. So I think Indian rates would also be going up. So overall business is fine. We are honestly our focus is not looking at these spikes in the rates going up and down, but our focus is acquisition of business. And that is good for us. And we get an advantage whenever the rates go up and we have better buying. So that's an advantage for us.
Okay. So I guess going forward, air freight will pick up, and you're also
yeah.
Growth. Yeah.
Yes, air freight business, we feel that it will be growing. But to be very honest, since we are a sea freight company, we don't want to put too many resources in the air freight business, because our nature of business is that we want continuity throughout the year. Air freight business is more seasonal, we focus only on a particular commodity, which is either high fashion goods or some emergency spares or things like that, where or electronics, which is moving. So air freight will be a growing sector for us, but our focus, our main business would always remain sea freight, and since we are position holders on some of the trade lanes, we would like to continue to grow in those businesses. But yeah, overall, air freight will definitely contribute to the overall growth of the company.
Okay, thank you. And the last question was that what is the kind of size of acquisition we are looking at on the?
So we are looking at a company which has more close to around maybe 100 plus crores of business top line, where we are where we can acquire them. We don't want to run it ourselves. We want the company to maybe have we have a management control. We have a majority stake in that, and providing them with growth fund, providing them with overall vision, overall bigger growth umbrella, so that they can also grow. But yeah, they grow with our vision, and whatever support they need from our side, as far as because we've got better buying, better purchasing power, so that is the support we want to provide them, and control the business, at least have the majority control with us. Yeah.
Okay. I also have seen that there's a green logistics business which you are trying to set up. This is on the EV division you have mentioned. So this is like EV transportation of EVs?
No. This will be green logistics. We are looking at having EV trailers for movement of export containers. So we are working on it, though the capex is big in that. So we are still trying to evaluate, look at the profitability, look at how this will work out. So that's what this EV green logistics is. That is the step in that direction.
So is it different from the normal automobile logistics which you are doing?
No. EV trailer, what happens is that normal today the trailers are all on the fossil fuel which is there. This EV trailer is a new concept, like where the flatbed trailers on which the containers move, they will be EV trailers, So that will help the companies earn some carbon points and have better carbon footprints and all those things. So bigger companies always look for such kind of solutions. So we are working to set up a EV trailer fleet.
So this will help us reduce cost also?
Sorry?
Will it help us reduce costs also?
Not really, but it will set up a separate division for us.
Okay.
Yeah, it will not reduce the cost because we are replacing the present, business with the EV fleet. But definitely, it will since it will be the only first of its kind in India. It will give us an edge over a lot of other people, and of course, give us entry into some new businesses.
Yeah, I guess a lot of corporates they require ESG as a theme, so maybe can get
that is the whole idea.
Got it. Thank you so much. All the best for your future.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you.
Thank you. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and one on your touchtone telephone. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and one on your touchtone telephone. We have the next question from the line of Vikram from Phillip Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Would it be possible to share what was the air freight revenue in this quarter or first half?
Air freight, in terms of tonnage, you're asking?
Revenue, rupees crore or million.
No, we don't have a separate revenue available with me. I don't have it with me right now, but I can, just a moment, let me see. No, I just have the volume numbers with me. But I don't have the revenue numbers with me, but you can send a mail to us and we can share that with you. Because there is no separate, all the revenue go under one head only. So there is that is the reason we don't divide it in our numbers.
Understood. But now I think with the kind of volume growth, it will become a sizable business for us, right?
Yeah, but we would still not like to, because there is no way to separately post that. It will just be on the volume terms, on the numbers, on the volumes, on the tonnage, that will be visible. But we have no plans to hive it off as a separate vertical or things like that. It will always be part of the whole business, because that's how it has been always been done. So there is no we are not showing it separately.
Understood. And what is the typically criteria for IIT agent?
IATA agent. So IATA is it's a foreign body. It is they assess your growth. They assess your capabilities to handle air freight. They assess your what kind of business or businesses which you've handled in past few years, and then they give you the IATA accreditation. So when we have the IATA accreditation, then we can deal with the shipping lines directly and book the shipment directly through the airlines. So that is the biggest advantage which we have now, that we can deal with the airlines directly. We can issue airlines airway bill ourselves. So we get the airway bill stock with ourselves and book the shipment on behalf of the airlines ourselves. So for that we have to give a bank guarantee and all those things to IATA. So they check a lot of credentials in terms of payment capabilities, handling capabilities, handling dangerous goods capabilities, what is the staff qualification as far as handling of air freight is concerned. So they consider all that, and then they give you the IATA accreditation.
So this air transport volume are mostly for international trade, or it also includes
only international.
Only international.
Yeah.
Okay, understood. And how was the mix between export import during this quarter in terms of content?
Export. See, as we mentioned that export is our major. That is what our major focus is always there. That's our strength. But I would say that import is picking up. Definitely, imports is rising, which is good news for us, because we see imports to rise much better in coming quarters, because those are different. That will help us reduce our dependence on complete export. So we are at the moment in percentage wise, I would still say that export contributes a major, I would say 80% or so. But I think that 20% still remains imports, but we see that imports getting bigger and bigger in coming quarters.
Okay. Because if you look at most of the companies or India's trade, probably import-export, there might be import heavy, but for our case, import is significantly lower. So is there any entry barrier, or what actually we need to do to improve import component? Does it require any specialized capabilities, or what is that we are looking so that we can improve import?
No, it was a very conscious decision to focus on exports for all these years, because we wanted to have a very strong capability in exports and have a very strong standing in exports, and then get into the import side. So both the customer bases are different, So their import customers are different, export customers are different. So surely it was a conscious decision by us to have to become strong first in one export side of the businesses, and then start focusing on imports. So in last few years, we started focusing on imports after we had established ourselves as a very strong player in the export logistics. So now the focus is to develop imports also. Both need a different set of expertise, qualifications, staffing. Client acquisition is totally different. Agents, purchasing, everything is totally different. So yeah, so that answers your question. That yeah, both are different. The pricing and everything is totally different for both the verticals.
Understood. And we typically pick up from CFAs or ICDs, or how is it?
Sorry?
For the
No,
import,
we
we
pick it up.
typically...
No, we pick it up from the port, from foreign ports.
Okay, so that voyage and basically we'll
Everything
also...
is with us. Yeah.
Okay, we'll book a slots with shipping line also for him.
Yeah. We book a slot with the shipping lines. We book slots with the agents. We buy from the agents. All those things happen. So that's the reason it's a totally different way of working. Both are totally different. Exports and imports are totally different way of working.
Understood. Now I got it. Yeah. And last question from side, if you look at our revenue mix, we still have a significant portion from NATO segment. So I think there has been reports or news about inventory pile up and all that. So how auto side business or outlook looks for second half?
So we are very bullish, as I mentioned. We are very bullish about the next 2 quarters, and we hope that both the exports and imports, will be growing well for us. And of course, these congestions and they are part and parcel of our business. So I don't see that affecting the business as such. But we feel that the coming 2 quarters will be good for the company.
Got it, sir. Thank you and all the best, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and 1 on your touchtone telephone. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and 1 on your touchtone telephone. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and 1 on your touchtone telephone. We have the next question from the line of Madhu Sharma from SK Capital. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir, and thank you for the opportunity.
Ms. Sharma, I request you to kindly go off the speakerphone. Your audio is not very clear.
Yes.
Hello?
Ms. Sharma, can you hear us?
Yes. Hello? Yes.
Yeah, yes, sir. Good afternoon, and thank you for the opportunity. Sir,
Yes,
my first question is, what factor contributed to the 58.3% increase in revenue on QOQ basis? And also, what were the key strategies that drove the improvement in Q2FY25 EBITDA margin 5.5%?
Yeah. So, ma'am, as I mentioned earlier, overall business is growing because, we are focusing on new trade lanes. We are focusing on acquiring new businesses, which is, which has contributed in this overall growth. Even the imports growth has also contributed in this overall growth. Like imports for us is doing well. That has also contributed. And overall, the business scenario, acquiring new customer because of our better purchasing power, because of our better market reach due to Freight Jar and Freight Jar, the digital platform. So that, and also the because of the air freight business growth. So all these factors have contributed, in growing of the business. So we have not, we are focusing on our core strength. We are focusing on our core businesses, and that is the reason, we continue this growth path. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Best of luck, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and one on your touchtone telephone. We have the next question on the line of Kamal Jeswani from U First Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for giving the opportunity again. I just wanted to check what is our growth expectation for the second half, and we've already done almost in the 2 quarters 262 crores kind of run rate. Maybe we should be comfortably above 500, but any chances of crossing its all-time high turnover of 615 crores of March 22?
That'll be very bullish number to say, but it's always good to always keep on doing better and always setting more records. But that'll be very bullish to say at this point of time. But yeah, the market is looking good. The business is looking good. So you have the numbers with you that we've already crossed last year's turnover, and we continue to grow on the same line. So yes, I would not like to give any numbers as such, but yeah, surely we are on the right path, and I can assure you that the business is growing, and I think we'll exceed the expectations.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and one on your touchtone telephone. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and one on your touchtone telephone. That was the last question. I would now like to hand over the call to Mr. Harpreet Singh Malhotra for closing comments.
Okay, thank you so much. Thanks a lot for for attending this earnings call, and I'm always grateful and thankful to everybody for having faith and trust in us. And I can always assure you that all our shareholders, stakeholders, our partners, vendors, that we are on the right growth path, and we are doing the right things, and I'm very hopeful that things will only keep on getting better. So thanks again for all your encouragement and all your faith in us, and I can only say that we won't let you down, and business is good, and thank you again for being with us, always supporting us. Thank you.
Thank you. On behalf of Tiger Logistics India Limited, that concludes the conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.